Leo hated the creaks and groans of the old house his family just moved into, especially at midnight. That's when the other noises started. First, a soft scratching deep inside the walls, like long claws on plaster. Then, a low, mournful whine that seemed to come from under his bed. Leo would pull his blanket over his head, heart pounding like a drum. But the worst sound was the chomping. Loud, wet, crunching noises echoing up from the kitchen downstairs. Crunch, munch, slurp. It sounded huge. Leo pictured a giant, shadowy monster with dripping fangs, devouring everything in the fridge. He called it the Midnight Muncher. He was too terrified to tell his parents. What if the Muncher heard? One night, the noises were louder than ever. The scratching became frantic scraping. The whine turned into a desperate little sob. The chomping sounded frantic, almost messy. Leo's fear was immense, but a tiny spark of worry flickered. What if the Muncher was hurt? What if it was scared too? Gathering every ounce of courage, Leo crept downstairs, clutching his baseball bat like a sword. The kitchen was dark. Moonlight streamed through the window, illuminating chaos. Cereal boxes were tipped over. A bag of flour had exploded like a ghost. And sitting right in the middle of the mess, covered in white powder, was not a monster. It was a small furry creature, about the size of a raccoon, but with big, luminous green eyes and enormous floppy ears. It held a slightly squashed chocolate chip cookie in its tiny paws, crumbs dusting its whiskers. It looked up at Leo, whimpered, and dropped the cookie, its huge eyes wide with fear. Leo lowered the bat. This wasn't a monster. It was lost, hungry, and terrified. The claws were its little paws scraping at the sealed cereal box. The whine was its scared cry. The chomping? It was just desperately trying to eat. Leo slowly reached out, not with the bat, but with his hand. "Hey there," he whispered. "Hungry?" The little creature flinched, then cautiously sniffed Leo's fingers. Seeing no threat, it gave a tiny, hopeful chirp. Leo smiled. He got some milk and put out a plate of cookies. The little midnight muncher chirped happily, its fear vanishing as it nibbled daintily. Leo knew he'd found a friend, not a foe. The scary noises stopped forever, replaced by the soft, happy munching of a very small, very sweet, and very grateful new roommate who just needed a cookie and some kindness.